Hello student, now welcome to the second part of the chapter population, 6 number lesson. In the first part we have already seen the population distribution in India and Brazil as well as the population density in India and Brazil. Then we learned about the population composition, that is the sex ratio between India and Brazil. Now let us go ahead with the age and sex pyramid. So this is the age and sex pyramid before you. So let us start. To the right side of it, there are some dialogues between the two students. Let us see. So this graph looks different, isn't it? Yes. So this graph show the age and sex of population. It also is known as a population pyramid. So this is known as the population pyramid. You can see the shape of the pyramid it is formed. So what is its use? What is its use? So it is used to study the age and sex related aspects of the region's population. Age and sex related aspects. Now what are the age and sex related aspects that we are going to see right now? So just by looking at it, and the girl asks here, does that mean that we can know the number or percentage of various age groups of males and females in our country? Yes, of course. This helps us to know the proportion of children, youth, and the old people in our country. So here, with the help of this chart, age and sex pyramid, we are able to get the information about the children, youth, and the old people in our country. So in this pyramid, we can see the number of young people is more in both the countries, but the proportion of children is more in India, while the proportion of people in the age of group than above 80 years India is more in Brazil. Okay, now this is the discussion between it. That now more deep we can go here. See, the blue color shows the number of males in both countries. First country that we have is Brazil, and this is the figure of 2016. 2016, the blue color indicated by the males and the red color indicated by the females to the both side. Now here we have a graph. Okay, to this X we have age group. There are different age groups are introduced. 0 to 4, 5 to 9, 10 to 14, 15 to 19. So in this way, so that is the age group of both male and female. Male and female, and below that we have age and sex pyramid of India. Now this is the age and sex pyramid of India, 2016 year. So that is the data. It is the percentage of population. The percentage of population is given here in the chart. How it is divided now? How it is divided? Now if you see here in the middle there is a zero figure, and as we go away from it, it indicates 2%, 4%, and 6%. 2, 4, and 6 1. Okay, both sides are the same, 2, 4, and 6. 2, 4, and 6%. Now in Brazil, the very first one in Brazil, see what is the percentage or age group between the 0 to 4% is 4%. Okay, it is a 4%. Now 10 to 14 years age group has a 4%. It's more than 4%. 4 point more than 4. Now let us see. Now the next group between 30 to 34 in age group, 30 to 34. It is so small, so I won't be able to show you. If I just zoom it, it will blur the image. 30 to 34, just listen carefully. So 30 to 34 is the more number of males it is indicated here. So as the height of this graph is increased here, 30 to 34, so that we can say, so this age group is more in Brazil, both male and female. Again it goes down, it going decreasing. As we go up, it goes on decreasing, and the old age people are very few. But the working condition, we can say the working population, it is very easy to identify the working population because most of the country's resource and the country's progress depends on the working population. It can be say that the working population between the years of 15 to, that is 15 to 50 or 60 till 60, the working population. So that adds economy, that enhances the quality of the country, enhances the economy of the country. So that working population is the most important part here. And as compared to India, the second point, as we go for India here, now see what can we find here. See, you can do the comparison. The last line of 0 to 4%, 0 to 4 years children, this group, in India it is very low, sorry, in Brazil it is low, but in India it is high one. So it indicates a high rate, high age and sex pyramid. And as we go ahead, see, and at every pyramid, at the every stage, you can see this is size is increasing in India as compared to Brazil. It is increasing one. 5 to 9, the second one, the 5 to 9 years group. In Brazil it is only, it's below 4%, but in India it is more than 4%. It is likely to reach 4.5%, or we can say yes, we can say it is 5%. See this, the graph, how much it has reached here. If you just zoom it out, or if you just go through it on the textbook, you will be able to see it very much clearly. And the age group, the 15 to 10 is more here. 15 to 10, the graph between the age group of the 15 to 19 is the more one. That means here we have a good working population, that is age group between 15 to 50. It is adding economy to the nation, so it is increased, and that is a good thing for India. So therefore it is said India is a country of young people. So we have a good working force. So by this way you can compare it yourself, so it will be good study for you. Just you need to observe it very minutely, so you can find out the details. Now considering the age of a population, now Brazil population is getting slowly older, but in India the situation is different. The proportion of youth in India is more. So this means India has higher working population. Now using the graph given above, find the difference between the males and females of various age groups. Are you able to find out this? If we just observe it very minutely, we can reach to the conclusion that both the graphs show the percentage of population in different age group in India and Brazil. In India, now see, in India there are more males as compared to the females in the age group of 0 to 34 years, while the difference between number of males and female is negligible in the age group above 34 years. But in Brazil there are negligible difference between the number of males and females in all the age group. So that's the conclusion. Now in which age group is this difference the maximum? So in which age group there is maximum difference? We can find the maximum difference can be seen in the age group of 0 to 34 years in both the countries. 0 to 34 years. Now the next chart, population growth rate. Now we are going to see the population growth rate with the help of given figure. Now what do these graphs show? So the graph show the growth rate of population of Brazil and India. So what is the growth rate of population? So that growth rate is visible through this graph. Oh, but here the graph line is going down. Why? Correct. Though the lines show a downward trend, it doesn't mean a population is decreasing. It shows that the growth is lesser than the previous decades. Does that mean that Brazil population is decreasing? No, this means that the growth is less, and looking at the trend in the near future, Brazil population may decrease. Okay, so that is the conclusion came out. Now to these two axes, what information we have? This is the years, decades are given. In a decades it is 1960s, 1970, 18, 19 and 2000. This is the growth rate of population. First is of Brazil, second is of India, and to the left, that is x-axis, we have the growth rate of population. The growth rate, it is given in a percentage, 0 to maximum 3.5% is the growth rate is given. So by which we can clearly in a detailed manner we can study and find out the exact population growth rate. So number one, Brazil's graph is decreasing. First it has a 3% in the year of 1960. It reached to the 3%. Then in 1970 it has gone down. Okay, it has gone down. It has reached to the 2.5%. So that means the growth rate of population is decreasing. It is not advancing. In 1980, again in 1990 there is a sharp decline we can see, and at last it had, in 2000 it has reached the 0.5% growth rate. So that is a good sign. So growth rate is 0.5%. Okay, you just compare it, you just study it will be easy to understand. And second, in India the reverse condition is fine. 1961 it has a high growth rate. See, the Brazil, that was more than 3%, but in India it is decreased. First it was lesser, it was only 2%. But later on in 1971 it has reached to 2.5, nearly 2.5. 1961 it remains same. In 61, 1991, in 2001 it started decreasing. Okay, and in 2011 there is a good decline. Okay, it has a decline. So what is the percentage? Is only 1.5% is decreased. And in here in Brazil, what is the decline the same year? And in India, what is the decline in this year? Just find it out. Observe it very minutely. It will be easy to understand you. See, the rate of growth of population has reduced considerably in Brazil. However, this is not the condition in India. From 2001 to 2011, India's population increased by 18.2 crores. Okay, so there is increase in the population by 18.2 crores just between one decade, 2001 to 2011. India's population growth rate was higher till 1971. Then this rate stabilized. Then the rate of population growth is now declining, but the population is still growing. Even the rate is declining, but population growing. So it is observed that in Brazil the rate of growth is declining, and Brazil's population may not increase in the next 2 decades. So we can conclude this by looking at this graph. Now next we have a life expectancy chart or the graph. Life expectancy, that how much life is expected, or how many years the life is expected, that is a life expectancy. Yes, but what is life expectancy? So this means the average number of years a person born in a country is expected to live. How many years the person is expected to live, in short. So we have a graph before us, and what is given here in the graph? First we have a study of Brazil, life expectancy of Brazil, then India. At the y-axis we have the years, 1960, 70, it is given in decade again, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, and to the x-axis we have life expectancy. How many years? 10, 20, 30 years, 40, 50 years, 60 years, 70 years, or 80 years. It has reached 80 years. In Brazil, the life expectancy was 50 in the year of 1960. Okay, in the year 1960 it was 50. Then it keeps on increasing. In 1970 the persons were surviving till the age of 59 years. In 1980 it was 62%. That means every decade it is increasing. See the line, the trend, the trend is going upwards. It means there is good increase. This is a good sign of life expectancy. It depends on the medical facilities available in the particular country. So 1990 it is 65, in 2000 it is 70. So how much it has reached? At last it has reached till 2016 it has reached to the 75% of years. 75% year. 75 years. And in India, now let us look at the graph of India. In 1960 it was 41. See, there is great difference. In Brazil it was 54, but in India it was 41. In 1970 India it is 48, but in Brazil it was 59. So there is a difference of age. There is difference of the survival life expectancy rate in the both countries. But even in India also, it is taking to the trend is also improving, is going upwards. In the years 1990 it has reached to 58. Okay. And now at last 2060 it has reached to the 68 years. 68 years. So does it mean that Indians live, average age of the Indian is the 68 years and the Brazilians live for 75 years? So this is the conclusion. We can say the Brazilian people can survive up to their age of 75 years, whereas the Indians survive to their age of 68 years. The life expectancy of India was around 41 years in 1960, but now it has increased. Now it will continue to increase in future also. So availability of the medical facilities, life expectancy, it is increased. The more medical facilities are available in the country, the people are more likely to survive by the overtaking the different types of diseases. So increase in life expectancy is an indicator of development of that society. Improvement in medical facilities, progress in medical field, access to nutritious food leads to an increase in average life expectancy. In most of the developing countries, life expectancy is still less, but with the socio-economic development, it is increasing. There is one question here, use your brain power. Is there a relationship between increase of life expectancy and the growth of population? What do you think? If yes, then how? We can say that yes, there is a relationship between increase in life expectancy and the growth of population. So these two elements are closely linked. Now how? Because life expectancy increases when the citizens are healthy and free from diseases, and this in turn reduces the mortality rate, which leads to increase in population. Got it? So both are interconnected. Now next and the last we have the literacy rate. The graph of literacy rate of Brazil and India. So the x-axis we have the years 1981, 91, 2001, 2011 and 2016. Okay, and here to the left of it, x-axis, this y-axis, sorry, the literacy rate is given in a percentage: 20%, 40%, 60%, 80% and 100%. Okay, so this is the literacy rate is given. Years and literacy rate is given, and here only this we need to compare it. We need to compare between these two things. In Brazil, 1981 the literacy rate was 74. It was a good rate in 1981 period. 1998 is increase. We can find the sharp increase in the literacy rate of Brazil. 2001 it has reached to 86%. So there is a good trend. The upward trend is there. 2011 we can find it is 91.4%, and 2016 it has reached to the 92.6%. So there is a good sign of literacy rate in Brazil. So whereas if we compare it in India, the second chart, in 1981 the rate was only 40%, 40.8%. In 1991 it is reached to 48.2%. It is gradually increasing, and there is a great difference between these two countries' literacy rate. 2001 in India's literacy rate was 61%. Now 2011 it has reached to the 69.3%, and at last it has reached till the year 2016 it was 72.2%. So that is the difference between the two countries' literacy rate. Now answer the few questions here. The various aspects of population compositions are given. Study the graph, discuss and answer the following questions. Now which country has a higher sex ratio? So Brazil has higher sex ratio. Which country has the higher literacy rate? Brazil has higher literacy rate. Which country's population is growing at the faster rate? India's population is growing at the faster rate than Brazil. Now which country's population has a higher life expectancy? Brazil's population has higher life expectancy. Which country has a higher proportion of the old age people? So Brazil has the higher proportion of the old age people. The reason is the higher life expectancy of Brazil than that of India. So that is the reason behind that. So these are the questions given here, colors of both. So here is the good comparison between these two things. Now do you know fact? Just look at here, do you know fact given in blue color. The census of India conducts the enumeration of population every 10 years. So we have been looking here the years to 2001 then 2011. So between one decade, 10 years, the counting of the population takes place. Every 10 years, that is one decade. Similarly in Brazil, IGBE, that is Brazilian Institute of Geography and Statistics, carries out the census every 10 years. So in Brazil, the IGB carries out the census every 10 years. Then in India, which institute carries out the census of India? It is the Ministry of Home Affairs. Keep in mind, Ministry of Home Affairs, central government carries out this duty. The first census survey of both the countries was carried out in 1872. In India, census is conducted at the start of decade 1961, 71, and then goes on. In Brazil, census is conducted at the end of the decade 1916 and 70. So there is a gap of only 1 year. Okay, one year. We have 61, so they have 60. That is the difference. Now we have this second last question here. Use your brain power. If the proportion of dependent age groups increases in the composition of population, how will it affect the economy of a country? the proportion of dependent age group, if the more dependent age group, that means the old age or the teenage, all the children below 15, if these numbers are increased more in increase, and if they are more dependent on the working population, then how it affects? If the proportion of dependent age groups increases in the composition of the population, it will imply a reduction in the proportion of young working age groups, and this will further result in less national output and affect the economy of India. It will also lead to reduced exports from the country. So that is the correlation between these two one. And the last one, study the indices of the density maps of both the countries. What differences do you find? What conclusions can you draw? The population density of both the countries is shown and depicted with the help of maps. If we look at the key of both the maps, we can conclude that the key in the map of India shows the categories of the density of the population, while that the map of Brazil shows the 5 categories. In India, the least populated areas have less than 100 persons per square kilometer, while the least populated area in Brazil have only 50%. Similarly, the highest density of population in India is categorized at more than 500% per square kilometer, while that Brazil it is categorized as more than 300% per square kilometer. Thus, the most populated areas of Brazil have less population density than the most populated areas of India. So now here in this way, this lesson is over. Thank you.